So we are just going to go ahead and get at it really quick. What we're talking about today, you guys, is how to create demand for your online course, okay? So that's what we're going to be getting into in the content of this video. First things first though, super quick here, is if you are watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on, not just because the videos are good, but because you could potentially win something. So there's that. All you have to do in order to win something is subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment on the YouTube videos, and then share the YouTube video into social media while tagging either myself on that platform or my business page on that platform, okay? We're everywhere. It's always the Martha Krejci. That's how you're going to find me. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. Little bit of housekeeping. Right now we've got a challenge going on. It's the Fix Your Online Course Challenge. I am world class at creating online courses and then also being able to build a personal brand around them and sell them and all of the things, okay? So this isn't, I'm not a fake guru that's coming forth and saying, here's how you make this. And then you're like, but then what, right? So I actually cover the entire process in this challenge. And what we're doing is we're fixing the potential leaky spots, the leaky parts of your funnel, so to speak. Funnel being, you know, how you move people into the process of buying your online course. So what we're doing is we're addressing different pieces of that path. And today what we're addressing is how to create demand for your online course. Well, these videos that we're making right now are actually supplementary content for the action items that are in the group. Okay, so this challenge is in my group. The link to the group is in the description of this video. So if you're not in the group yet, make sure that you're in there. If you are watching this video after July 30th, and then the challenge is over with, do not be dismayed. You can still join the group. Go into the guide section, the guide section. Look for the guide called Fix Your Online Course Challenge, and then just go through day by day, okay? All of this stuff is still gonna be there. This is what can be called evergreen content, okay? Let me get this out of here. Last piece of housekeeping, and then we're gonna get into it. marthasmastermind.com. If you are not yet signed up for the Mastermind, the people that are serious about their business are going to the Mastermind, period. You're going to be able to schmooze with each other. You're going to be able to help grow each other's business. You're going to be able to learn new and different things that kind of just unlock your mind. We've got all sorts of amazing speakers, including Greg Reed. Greg Reed is like the only person on the planet that has like the golden ticket to be able to take the Napoleon Hill Foundation, take their name and speak to any person on the planet in the interest of finding out from them what has worked in their life and, you know, success factors. Greg Reed is going to be at our event, okay? He's just one person. But you guys, these events, what they're for is they're to open your mind, expand your mind, and they're 90-day checkpoints, okay? Throughout the rest of your life, you're gonna have 90-day checkpoints because people get bored after 90 days, okay? So that's what this is. If you're not signed up for it, don't play around, you guys. If you're not signed up for it, you're gonna miss out. And I'm not just here to say like, you know, sense of urgency, but like for real, if you weren't at my very first mastermind, then you don't even know, but it's serious business. You're about to miss out on something, okay? And we're not actually gonna do replays. The replays will be available for the people that signed up for it, but we're not going to be marketing the replays forever and ever, amen, like some people do. This is just going to be available for the people that buy into it. After it's over with, okay? You'll have the replays if you already bought it, but if you didn't, it's just SOL, okay? So make sure that you're in. All right, you guys, let's get into this stuff. Go ahead and say, hey, I see, hello, all of you people. You guys are beautiful. I see all of you. We're gonna get into our content here really quick. So, how to create demand for an online course. So in the last couple of days, we've already gone over a couple of things to be able to find what your leaky spots are, and then to also set yourself up as an authority so people know who you are. They can trust you, so then your product actually has relevance and matters. Because if they don't know who you are and they don't trust you, your product doesn't matter. You could have a product that cures cancer, but if people don't trust you, they're not taking it. Does that make sense? So How to create demand for an online course. First things first, you should know what your people want more than anything else. You should know what they want more than anything else. So if you're not tapped into your audience and what they truly desire, what they really, really want more than anything else, if you're not tapped into that, you shouldn't have made an online course yet. I said it, okay? If you don't know what your people want, you've wasted time on creating a course. Because what you need to do first is in your lead group, this is why we create lead groups, right? And then we're able to nurture them, but then we can find out what they really want, what they really need. If you're not in HBR, let me just put this on here real quick. If you're not in HBR, this is where I have the blueprint and the system and everything on how to be able to grow your business. If you want to 7 figures a month, that's what we've done. And I give you the precise system that not only we have done, but that we continue to do, okay? Where is it? Why am I not seeing this? There it is. I'm sorry. It's only right at the top. So what you're going to do is message me over at Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me the words, let's do this, case study, whatever you want to message me is fine. And then we're going to have a conversation. And if you want to jump in, you'll jump in. And if not, no big deal. But what's going to happen is you'll probably come back 6 months later and be like, oh, I actually do want to do that. And man, I wish I could get all that time back. It's a thing that happens. Totally up to you if you want to or not. But I have a system. I've done it. I have a system. That's what HBR is, okay? So you should already know what your people want more than anything else. So if you don't know what your people want, you should not have created a course yet. So if you've already created a course, what you need to do is you need to go back to step 1 and find out what your people actually want. Okay? Now, if we need to go back even further, and this is in HBR, if we need to go further back in steps, who are your people? How do you want to serve them? And then find out what they actually want from that suite. That's how you do this, right? But you need to know, because we only have so much time for our video today, I can't go into all of that, right? Get HBR, you can have the full-on system. So we need to know what they want. We need to create a course around what they want, okay? What do your people want in alignment with what you want to do to serve? So let me back up. Who are your people? How do you want to serve them? What do they want? Who are your people? How do you want to serve them? What do they want? What 2 things match in there? Do you see what I'm saying? How can you meld what they want and how you want to serve them together? That matters, okay, guys? So that's how you create a course, or you create demand for an online course. Now, this is the gold nugget part of this, is that you need to speak to precisely what they want. You need to speak to what they are saying their problem is. You need to speak to the problem, and you need to let them know that you have the solution. So we need to stop saying, and I said this in yesterday's video too, we need to stop saying, well, I made this and it has this many modules and you're going to learn this and you're going to learn this and you're going to learn this. And you can say some of that because there are some people that do require data and information, right? That's about 25% of your audience that actually requires that. 100% of your audience requires knowing what it's going to get them to, knowing what it's going to help them do, and then of that help them do moment, of that, they're going to have to be able to look at that and say, that's exactly what I want. Now, how do you do that? Here's the gold nugget, okay? Grab your notebook if you don't already have it. The gold nugget is this. My friend Pat Quinn, who is also going to be at the Mastermind, love him. He has a thing and he calls it like the telephone. And I call it, for today, I'm calling it the telephone activity. Basically what it is, you guys, is you think of your person, your client, your future client, and if they're frustrated with something in their life and they talk to somebody on the phone the night before they've talked to you, they've at nighttime, they're really frustrated. They're talking to somebody that they're very, very close with, maybe their brother, their sister, their best friend, somebody that they can let their guard down with, okay? And what are they saying about the thing that you help them do? What are they frustrated about? How do they describe this frustration, right? So you might say, well, your person wants to quit corporate America. Well, they might say on the phone, like, I can't handle this job anymore. But then they're going to drill down and say why they can't handle the job anymore. I can't stand being away from my family. I feel like my kids are growing up and I don't get to see them. Every time I look at them, they're like an inch taller. I feel like I've lost control. I feel like my life is not what I say it is. I feel like I'm drowning, right? Like, these are the things you need to think of your person and the thing you help them do. So hopefully you guys are really getting clarity on this. Who's your person? What do you help them do? How are they describing the problem on the phone with somebody that they're very close with the night before? How are they describing that? Because that's how you're going to describe the problem that you solve to them, because they're going to be like, it's like in Battleship, a direct hit in Battleship. They're going to be like, oh my gosh. Like, how many times have I written copy or said something, and on a video you guys are like, do you have cameras in my house? I don't have cameras in your house, but I know you because you are a version of me at some point in my life. That's the truth. I know your situation because I lived in it. Right? And so I can speak to it with such stinking clarity that you think I'm talking directly about your situation. And I am, but it's me earlier in life. This is like, I just threw 3 gold nuggets right on top of each other, you guys. Hopefully you got that. If you need to come back and watch this video, come back and watch this video. This is how you create demand for your product, okay, guys? Demand. That's how you create it. I'm going to have to pop out of here. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.